Oh. My
Hello, beautiful people. Welcome back to our session. It's another day, another session, and I'm so happy today to be able to be here again. I'm here today with amazing guests, as you can see on my screen. And before we continue, my name is Val, and I'm from Kenya and have been with the Bullrun.life ecosystem for 3 years now. I know you always know that we are here with Queen Debbie, but Queen Debbie will be joining us as we continue. So family, welcome, feel at home, and we are going to start our session. I know it's so mind blowing to have these amazing speakers here today with me. And as you can see, today we have a king and a queen. We are a complete house today. So our topics today is, missing this bull cycle could be your biggest financial mistake. So we want to get in and know the reason why we're saying that, and also get to hear from our amazing guests. So with me today is Queen Dr. Lillian. I'm here with Queen Dr. Lillian and King George. So Queen Dr. Lillian is born in Botswana, Africa, and she lives in the United States. She's a citizen of the United States, and she's a lover of crypto, and she's also an author of The Power of an Innocent Mind. So joining me here today, our first guest speaker is Queen Dr. Lillian Black. And also, I'm joined here with our amazing King George. I know it's not the first time you're interacting with King George. He's been in our previous episode, same to Dr. Lillian. And King George is from Kenya. He's an admin, a company admin, and he also joined the Bullrun.life ecosystem on the February of 2024. So he's been with the ecosystem for more than 1 year, and same to Dr. Lillian Black. So today we are going to be inspired and educated by this amazing guest. And as we always say, our motto here is, in empowering, informing, and inspiring the community and anybody watching us. We are not here for financial advice or whatsoever, but we are here to enlighten ourselves, to educate ourselves more on this cryptocurrency industry and also the Bullrun.life ecosystem. So I'm going to welcome our first guest, Dr. Lillian Black, to just tell us, more about herself and also how she got to know the Bullrun.life ecosystem and how she's faring on. And then we'll continue from there. Welcome, Dr. Lillian.
Thank you, Val, for having me again. Good afternoon, Africa. Good morning, US, and good afternoon, I believe, Europe. My name is Lilian Black. I was born in Africa. I'm a third child of the 3 wonderful children of my mother, and we are all still alive. I came here to America mainly because I wanted to come and further my education at the same time providing for my children. And because of that, I was able to continue doing what I wanted to do, look for a job which I could manage to do while at the same time I am providing for my children. I heard about the Bull Run through a sister friend of mine, Sister Grace. And I want to thank God for, you see, before I go in to further introduce myself, is that the reason I heard about the Bull Run is because it's not the traditional marketing where there is a boss behind the desk telling you where to go, what to do, and when to do it. When we come to letting people know about the crypto, People go out, mouth to mouth, door to door, YouTube and Zoom anyhow. Just like the first time I heard about crypto, it was about Shiba Inu. It was in a platform which had nothing to do with the management or the developer of Shiba Inu. It was their own platform, but they were sharing whatever they hear and telling their people that, listen, guys, we heard about this coin. The bull run is coming. It was 2021. Let's go and buy. But unfortunately, by then, we had another gentleman who claimed to know and said, no, buy Safe Moon, not Shiba Inu. So I made a wrong choice. I went with the one for Safe Moon, which we all know that it eventually vanished. It was a rug pull. And those who went with Shiba Inu made money. Some of them became millionaires. Some of them, even though they were not millionaires, they were able to get enough money to buy themselves homes and everything. So during my talk with Sister Grace, we started realizing that you don't look at only at the how many people are in the coin. You look at the ecosystem. We started studying the ecosystem, and we love the ecosystem of the bull run. So that is how I ended up joining the bull run up to today. Thank you, Kimberly.
Wow, wow. Thank you so much, Dr. Lillian Black. That is so amazing. You know how you know, sometimes you sit down and you remember and you wish, oh my God, I could have done it better. But now we even have a better opportunity. And I listened to some audio clip, and it was saying that, you know, the things that happen in your life, they're not a coincidence. They were planned. So your time was now. So we are so glad that you joined. And then now I'm going to also invite our King George Odhiambo from Kenya, to also greet us and tell us something about himself.
Thank you, Queen Val. Thank you, our guest, other guest of today. My name, as you must have been told, is George Odhiambo. I come from Kenya, and I'm now retired. I used to be a company administrator in a company where I'm staying right here in Kenya, the county of Bungoma, Webuye in particular. And the company has since collapsed. It collapsed some time back because of mismanagement, and it's like we were jettisoned. But that is normal with companies. You know, they come and go. You know. Now, to come to today's issue or topic, the topic says that it's a warning, actually, that missing on this bull run cycle could be your biggest financial mistake. I quite concur with that. And before we go there, I just want to give a brief of my journey in crypto. And I want to say that the first time I ever heard about crypto was in the year 2020. I was in the US. I had it from a Nigerian friend of mine whom we were working together. But you know, the way he presented it to me, and it was a strange thing, a strange subject. I had never heard anything about crypto before. So he managed to convince me, yes, and I bought a token. I can't even remember the token, unfortunately, because I was not very interested in it. And he was introducing it to me in a work environment where my attention was, you know, divided. You know, in America, when you report to work, you work. You don't discuss. You don't do nothing. So I didn't get a good opportunity to really understand deeply about what crypto was all about. So, and in my mind, I thought that if you invest in crypto, the returns are immediate, which was wrong, actually. So when the second month, I'd actually invested $1,000 for a start. And the second month, I asked him now, where is the returns? He told me, no, it doesn't work like that. So I told him, no, I'm not ready to go in for that. I'm getting out. So I removed my money from the investment, and I chilled. Now, much later on, in 2021, actually, by the way, I happen to be privileged to be related to Awino. Awino is actually my sister, my follower, second follower in our family, and uh, that's around the time I think they came up with Bullrun, and she was trying to introduce the Bullrun to me, but also given my situation in America, where I was doing two jobs, and sometimes I was really overwhelmed by work. I didn't give it a serious thought. So every time she'd send me a link, I would skip it. But that happened until 2023, when I finally came back to Kenya from America. And now I was free. I had a lot of time to myself. I started to take keen interest. I wanted to know, what is this thing called crypto, and specifically, what's this bull run? What is it about? So after some time, taking my time with the links and the videos by Steve, which he was sharing with me, I started to develop interest in crypto and in bull run in particular. So eventually, I joined in last year, February, and I just want to share my journey and how I think it is promising, and it is worth investing in. Because, for instance, I went in and bought about 2,000 bull run. Around that time, it was costing $0.4. You can imagine how cheap it was. So that gave me $2,000. After I spent there around $840, it gave me 2,000 bull run tokens. I also bought 48 million tokens of killer whale, and at what price? At only $190, which even after I disposed of 16 million and I was left with 32. The current value is over 1,300, 400, which you can see is still reasonable. Well, I'm not saying this to brag, because I know many of us in the community have invested, each and everyone knows this. But I'm saying this so as to, impress upon those who are still waiting by the side, who think that this crypto business is a farce, or is a scam. It is not. It is real. It's a good investment, and definitely we are going to realize its benefits in this coming bull run, which from the social media is really hyped now that it could be any time. So generally, in brief, that is my journey with crypto. Right now, I'm seeing, even before the bull run, I'm seeing there's a great gain. Yeah, just from internal, input by our community members. Already we can see our investments growing very well. I can imagine what it's going to look like with the onset of the anticipated bull run. Thank you, Val.
Wow, thank you so much, King George. Your journey is truly inspiring and amazing. And family, we are joined now by our queen, my co-host, Queen Debbie. Queen Debbie is from Zimbabwe. Queen Debbie, hello, welcome.
Hello, family. Thank you so much, Queen Files. Thank you so much. I had a little bit of technical faults, but I'm in. Good morning, good afternoon. I don't know if Queen Lillian, if it's afternoon or not. King George, how are you doing? How are you
I'm good.
doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm fine. Good to see you again.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I thought that you're not gonna make it. Thank God
No,
you're
I
here.
was. We thank God. We thank God. I'm here. Thank you so much. Yeah. Hello,
Mhm.
community.
Mhm.
Welcome, Queen Debbie. We are so glad you made it. Yeah. So right at this moment, you're going to go back to Dr. Lillian, and we just our viewers now know what the reason why we are here. We are here not only to talk about crypto, but also to even enlighten our viewers on how Bullrun.life ecosystem can be a benefit to them, and how they can take full advantage of this ecosystem, especially with the coming bull cycle. So I just want to ask Dr. Lillian, what can you tell those who say, I don't have money, or I earn a little to spare anything for something else? Because you see, sometimes you tell somebody and the first thing they'll tell you, oh, I don't have money and all that, or maybe they don't even believe. So at this point, knowing what you know already, what can you tell people who still have this kind of mindset?
It's funny you are asking that question now. I was talking to my sister yesterday, and I said, one thing I realized is that in life, when it comes to doing something good for yourself, we always have an excuse of why we can't do it. And I went on to say that, let's just say, for example, now, if I ask you to give me 2,000 pula, which is our currency, you'll say, sister, there's no way I can get it. But if immediately after this, somebody calls you and say, oh, God forbid, but somebody just calls you and say, oh, your daughter is in the hospital, you need 2,000 pula for that child to have an operation to get today. You are going to raise the 2,000 pula and you are going to pay today. I said, you see, I've learned one thing in the Bible. God has given us all kinds of blessings. And you can't give what you don't have. So sometimes we go and we try to talk to people and we expect people to love us, or we expect people to respect us, yet we don't respect ourselves and we don't love ourselves. I am here now, I'm working. Do I ever think of the old Lillian? When that Lillian is no longer working, do I ever think of the jobless Lillian in case this job gets finished? How is she going to survive? I'm just thinking of the now Lillian. I will still take people back to the Bible because I'm a Christian. Our forefather Joseph told the Egyptians, interpreted the dream, just like we are interpreting the dream of what is going to happen in the future. And she said, put 5% of what you earn aside. Only 5%. So even if you are not working, definitely you are able to come across $100 a month. And 5% of that is $5. You can get a couple of killer whale or survivor, probably even hundreds of them, probably even thousands of them. You are better than waiting with nothing. The problem is that we pay ourselves. We don't know how to pay ourselves. The word of God expects us to pay ourselves, put something for the future. And it also says that have 7 to 8 streams of income, if in Ephesians. If we listen to that, we will understand that we are supposed to take something out of whatever we have and put it aside. And usually I will tell people that as I'm talking to people now, I'm also talking to myself. Because sometimes I think I've done enough with my crypto. When I talk to other sisters or brothers, I realize that no, Lillian, you don't even have 5% of what they have. I'm not trying to compete with them, but I'm encouraging myself through them. Then I realized that I have to push and push because there's no other bigger bull run which will come than this bull run. And I'm not saying this to convince anyone, I'm saying the truth. This is the first time in history of the histories of the world This is the kind of a thing which will happens once in centuries, where the banks, the companies, the governments are joining the crypto. And only you are still saying that, oh, crypto is a scam. Oh, I can't waste money on it. Then tomorrow you look at the people who have succeeded and you say, oh, only if I could have, only if. I want to say that 5% or 10% you put aside. To be honest, if you take 5% from $100, you still remain with $95. You won't even feel there's a change in your budget, but at least you have put something aside for you. If you don't take that $5, you are still going to use it. Tomorrow, if I ask you, can I have $5 or you need $5, it's gone. So why don't you put it somewhere where it can benefit you and your future children? So I will say that this is not the time for hesitation. This is not the time to go and try to take advice from somebody. What should I do? This is the time to jump in. We are now counting weeks, probably even days, because once September comes, any time is tea time. And if it happens before you position yourself, you have no one to blame except yourself. I'll say, my fellow women, my fellow Africans, especially my fellow Botswanas. I'm talking to fellow Botswanas because, you know, charity begins at home. Love begins at home. Care begins at home. Sometimes we Botswana, we complain that other tribes or Kenyans or Zimbabweans, they don't treat us with respect, they don't love us, because we don't know how to unite. We don't know how to become one. We don't know how to protect one another. We don't know how to defend one another. We don't know how to stand together in thick and in darkness and in peace and in joy. But this is the time I'll say that, you know, crypto is something which you are not working for anyone. You are working for yourself. Don't take it that because you are not the developer, you are working for someone else. The truth of the matter is that when you bring Lillian in and she buys with $100, the value of the coins you bought, they are increasing. So you are working for yourself. Go out, talk to your people. Go out in your groups. We are not saying bring the people you work hard to bring together for years. We are not saying that give them to the Bullrun ecosystem. No, I'm not saying that. You can still educate them there and tell them that those who are interested in joining me in Bullrun system, let me help you, and you educate them about the Bullrun. Those who are buying the vision, you bring them in to continue learning more with us. I know many crowd pullers that are worried that if they come to join us, we'll steal that crowd, which they work hard to bring together. We are not saying that we want to steal anyone. We are just saying that we want them to know about this amazing ecosystem, the kind of ecosystem you don't want anybody to be left behind, the kind of ecosystem you want to benefit from it, and you want people tomorrow to come and say, oh, thank you, Queen Debbie. Oh, thank you, Sister Grace. Thank you, Koleba. Thank you, Queen Sebi. Thank you, Basiane, for telling me about this. If it wasn't for you, I'll still be poor. If it wasn't for you, my family will be left behind. If it wasn't for you, my neighborhood will be left behind. This is the time for us to be ready. Wealth is not only meant for white people. Wealth is not only meant for educated people. Wealth is meant for those when they hear something, they listen and they hear and they take action. Even the word of God says that faith without action is as good as dead faith. This is the time to get out of your comfort zone. Try to collect as much as you can. There's never a day nowadays which 2 days pass without me collecting coins. I think I'm about to change my name to a coin collector. I'll be proud to call myself crypto coin collector because now I know how I can for my comfort and the comfort of my children. Whether my children believe in me or they believe in crypto or they don't, it's none of my business. I still send them my video. I say, come and listen. Because I know, I'm 100% sure that the ecosystem I'm here about, at this moment, I can say, as far as I know, there's no other ecosystem better than this one. Thank you, Queen Bar.
Wow, thank you. Thank you so We should have emojis for clapping here. Thank you so much, Dr. Lillian. You know, you explained that very well. And when you said that faith without action is dead, actually, you know, and I can also say and add that when you have patience, you know, some people say we should have patience, or because you can never know, you have to wait and all that. I can also say that patience without action is now useless, because as much as you're waiting, what are you doing while waiting? You know, right now we are waiting for the coming bull cycle, which is going to be amazing, by the way. What are we doing while waiting? We are preparing for it, you see. And just like in the last session, when King Steve was saying that, you know, the prepared ones are the ones who are going to benefit from it. If you don't prepare for it, because you can't say that you're waiting for the bull cycle to come, that's when you start preparing for it. No, this time to prepare, and millionaires have already positioned themselves right now. So thank you so much, Dr. Lillian, for really explaining that. So at this point, I'm going to give it to our dearest Queen Debbie to take it over with King George. Go ahead, my queen.
Wow, thank you so much, Queen Lillian. I like the way you said wealth is not for only the white. We are also meant to have wealth. You know, I love yesterday when our mom was telling us to get prepared to also come out of our comfort zones whereby we are okay with job, going to work. So it's time for us to prepare ourselves for this world that is coming. As we are preparing, our queen has said, what are we doing in the waiting period? We are still waiting. So that will take me to my King Steve, King George, sorry. I just wanted to ask you what really made you hit the ground running the moment you heard about Bullrun. You know, I hear, you know, I came late, but I hear you talking about selling a certain coin because you wasn't any money from it. Then you finally come to buy your first tokens and all that. So, what really made you come to this ecosystem and hit the ground running?
Thank you, Debbie. What made me become very keen and interested in crypto was actually Christine. I mean, Awino, Queen Mother Awino. She really, I must thank her very much, because if she was not persistent, I would have just ignored, because, you know, the mind normally is never receptive to new things. That's the way we are wired, human beings. You know, if you bring me a topic which is very strange today, chances are that, okay, I'm going to pretend I'm listening, but it's going from inside, from left, and it goes to the right. But because of Queen Mother's persistence, I took a keen interest. And one day I had time and she had time, and she took me through her own journey in crypto. She shared with me some of her wallets. One was called Saitama. I don't know the other ones, what their names were. But really, what motivated me most was when she shared that wallet, and I saw for real whatever that she had invested and whatever that she was showing me that she received in return. It was mind-boggling. I said, "Are you serious?" from that moment, that is the time I decided that I'm in, and I've never looked back, because I didn't envisage a scenario where you maybe invest $4,000 and come, bull run, it multiplies. I don't know how many thousand times, until actually the highest that investment reach was $20,000. Where do you get that kind of money? Tell me. By investing 4,000. So that is really what convinced me. So I really thank her for having opened my eyes and for having been, open with me to the extent of sharing with me her wallet just to convince me. I really thank my sister Chrissy for that. Thank you.
Wow, thank you so much, for that. It's one thing for a person to tell you. There's something Queen Lillian said. She said, I tell my siblings, even if they don't come in, but I invite them and I continuously give them videos. So it's one thing also to hear, and it's one thing to act. I really liked it because you acted upon what she told you, and today you are smiling, today you are a guest. Look at that. It's so beautiful because you really understood the ecosystem, you really embraced the ecosystem, and you understand how it works. So this will also give me time to talk to my beautiful queen, Queen Lillian, just to ask Queen Lillian, what's your message to all the women that might be watching you today right now, those who are maybe following you, who are here just to hear you, or to all our viewers that are here, which are our queens? Can you just leave a message for them? What do you want them to know? What do you want them to understand about the ecosystem, or maybe generally in what you have already known about this ecosystem or the crypto industry?
First, I would like to say thank you so much for coming to give us the support. And two, thank you so much for having the desire to learn more and to understand more. You are in the right track. For the fact that you are listening to this video, for the fact that you came in here, it shows that you are willing to change your life. And I would say that if you have already started buying your coins, continue buying your coins. Try to be friendly, or try to talk to those who are interested in the same journey you are in. I talk to them, and every time I talk to someone, I learn something new. Crypto is broad. When I say broad, I mean that we have thousands and thousands and thousands of coins. And if you don't talk to the right people, you might end up buying the wrong coins. But if you talk to the people who are also learning more and buying not out of, how can I say it? Just out of excitement, but out of the knowledge of the ecosystem. And they tell you why they bought these coins. You ask them, what other coins do you have and why do you have them? And you will hear that those who know what they're talking about, they usually go to one language, one sentence: ecosystem. It's because the ecosystem of this coin is good in ABCD. And that is where you know that what you are buying, don't do the same mistake I did. Like I was saying from the beginning, I ended up buying a coin which was rug pull, and that was not the first coin. Most of you here, you know me. I was one of those spokespeople in the Krez coin, a coin called Krez, and the owner rug pulled it for us, and we remain holding trillions of coins worth nothing. I was checking my billions of coins of Krez yesterday. They are now worth 33 cents. That's still in the wallet. Why? Because we didn't have the knowledge of studying the ecosystem. Even the owner, when he comes to the meeting, he couldn't say anything about the ecosystem. So I will say that At this moment, it's not about the developer. It's not about the family of the developer. If you hate them, go ahead, hate them. But don't hate the ecosystem, because that ecosystem is good. Whether we hate them or we love them, the fact remains that the ecosystem so far is the best. They've created the best ecosystem. The least you can do is to buy those coins yourself, hold them, because you will thank God that you are holding them. Do the right choice for yourself. Go with the product, not with the designer. Go with the product, not with the owner. Go with the product, what it can produce for you and what that product is capable of giving you. When you sit down and listen about this ecosystem, Bullrun ecosystem, you try to look at the faults on this ecosystem. There's nothing, not even one fault I can say, if only they could. The developer has done the best job so far. And this is the time for us to position ourselves. They started like us. They started buying other developers' coins. And they later on were able, with learning from those developers, with also making money from them, they were able to say, now we are going to make a coin better than even the one which gave us more money. This is our time. Ladies, this is our time. Please, whatever you do, my message is to say, keep on loading those bags. Do not be moved by seeing the market going down and you panic. The more it goes down, the more you load, because it means that you can still afford more coins. This is the time for you. And usually before the bull run, most of you know the market goes down first. Then from there, that's when now it shoots up. This is the time for you to prepare yourself. It's like going into the field to run. When they say get set, you are not running. You go down and you kneel, preparing to run. Kneeling doesn't mean that it's the end you are sleeping. It's to say that when I rise from here, I'm going to shoot like a bullet. Same with this, with the market for bull run. This is the time now, is kneeling, preparing to shoot. Be ready to take off with it. Thank you.
Wow, that was so detailed, my queen. That was so detailed. I think queens they understood what you have said. You know, you said one thing that I really like. Go with the product, not with owners. You know, if you hate owners, it's better you enjoy the project, because right now, who loves Mark Zuckerberg? Sometimes some people don't love them, but we are using their product. We are using their product. So I really like that, because no one loves a doctor, actually, especially when it comes to children. Children, they don't like doctors. But we go with these children to our doctors so that they get treated. So we need the product, not the owner. If you don't like the owners, that's your problem. But use the product for your own good, because it is actually going to benefit you, not the owners. Because these people, they've made it already. They came here to just support us as what is maybe is a community, because they really love a community. They are so invested in community. So let's use the product, even if you don't like the owners. So I really love it. So I'll give it back to my beautiful Queen Val, to go to our King George. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Queen Debbie. I really appreciate that. King George, I heard you mention something and it really got me off guard. Did you say that Queen Mother was showing you her wallet and she invested 4,500 and got 20,000 or 20 million?
20 million.
Okay.
At the end of the day.
20 million. So that is what really you said, I must be part of it. That really motivated me.
That one made me hit the roof.
We are so glad, we are so glad, just like when Debbie said, it's one thing for somebody to tell you about something, but then being persistent about telling you about something that will only help you. You know, it's just out of this. So we really thank Queen Mother for really being persistent with Uncle George. So thank you so much. And now, King George,
Yes.
you know, BRL, just like Dr. Lillian has talked about women. So you see, Bullrun.life ecosystem really encourages women empowerment. As a king, how do you feel about that?
Thank you. That's a very good question, Val. The first and foremost thing is that I'll talk from a perspective of Africa and our setup. You know, generally, women in Africa are the backbone of the families, and they normally, in normal circumstances, you'll find them tilling the land. You know, basically for subsistence. You know, it's not in large scale, which we can say can turn around our economic, development or empowerment. So you find that in that situation, the mothers really are in a hard place, I can say, because most of us fathers, again, I'm referring to us in Africa and in our setup, the issue of feeding the family is like left to the mothers, to the women. So, and you find that we don't do anything much to help them. Now, given the current economic situation in Kenya, in particular, I'll refer to Kenya. The cost of putting breakfast, lunch, and supper right now is prohibitive. It's very expensive. And imagine that we have left that to the mothers. The same mothers are working 24/7. Maybe you have a kid which keeps you awake all night. In the morning, you have to wake up, prepare the children to go to school. It is stressful. So when we think about this, our question is, how can we empower our mothers to ease their burden? And nothing better can come into mind more than this bull run. You know, if we as kings, and I'm sending this word out there to our kings, we spend a lot of money out there, you know, maybe making merry with friends. After work, you want to go take one for the road. But when you calculate this money at the end of the month or at the end of the year, we have spent a lot of money. If we can spare that money and invest it on our women, buy tokens for them, as you also buy tokens for yourself. One thing is, it's going to ease the burden on our queens, on our queen mothers. It's going to ease the burden on ourselves in terms of the commitments that a father generally has. As head of the family, we are supposed to ensure that the children go to school, their fees are paid. Even as you're doing that, we also mind about the future of the family. Where are you Where are you leading this family? Are you taking care of future investments? What do you want? How do you want to retire, you and your family? How do you want to live your life after retirement? Just like Dr. Lillian was saying, we have to look beyond today. We have to look beyond today and worry about our situation. Because like now, Dr. Lillian, you are in America, you know the environment. I've been there. I know the environment of America. If you just concentrate living day by day without minding about investments, imagine your life back in Africa. Yeah, it will not be comfortable. So we have to think about tomorrow. Going back to our ladies, I think that if we kings can try and empower our ladies, it's going to be a plus for the family. It's going to ease her burden, and it's also going to release some of the burden from our shoulders, because an empowered Queen is an investment to the family. Secondly, I would like to say, how does crypto help in this kind of empowerment? Crypto actually has come to break down the barriers. If we can make good use of crypto, we are able to achieve economic empowerment ourselves. The situation in Africa is really not rosy, because apart from even the queen mothers, look at our youth. Look at the situation of our youth. We take our children to school, they graduate, and because of poor governance and lack of vision for our leaders, these children are back with us in the home. Somebody who is a graduate, who is trained, he does not have any employment because the government does not offer one, or does not create an enabling environment for investors to come and invest. So it is a blessing really in disguise. This bull run ecosystem which has been brought to us, it's a big blessing in disguise. I want to encourage families, please invest even for your children, because I know how difficult it is to raise school fees. I know how difficult it is. Even these days, we buy jobs for the children, and we spend a lot of money. Like even to go to get a job with the police or with the army, we pay over 400,000 or 600,000. That's the truth. It's very unfortunate, but that is the truth. We have to say it. If we can spend that money and invest it, do you know what you'll have done to your boy? You'll have created an empowerment, because these are people, these are graduates we have who can be very entrepreneurial. Once they are empowered, we are going to turn this population from job seekers to entrepreneurs using crypto. So this thing is very, very vital. This crypto bull run ecosystem has given us an empowerment, which, if we use carefully, is going to help us achieve a great deal of development. Let me also come to our rural setup. I'm imagining that even as we are working hard to bring on board potential investors, if only we could understand the importance of bull run, and we have our communities, even in our neighborhoods, join in droves. Do you know what it means? We are able to help uplift even economic development of our rural suburbs. Because what we lack is the empowerment. We invest in machinery, good seeds. We can plan ourselves as members of a community, from one community who are in bull run, organize ourselves into farming and also into value addition, into packaging, even for export. What we lack is just bringing us down. So that is what I can say for now. Bull run is real. It has potential to change our lives and the life of our future. And I'm calling upon my fellow kings and population in general, especially in Africa, where we are still so much back in terms of development. Let us embrace own benefits. Thank you.
Wow, thank you so much, King George, for saying that. You know, for those who maybe are wondering how the Bullrun.life ecosystem is really empowering women, we have a specific a token that is specific to women. Doesn't mean that men cannot buy it. King George has Survivor, so this token is called Survivor, and this, you see, this is the official website. And you see that Survivor is the first token ever dedicated in honor of women from all parts of the world. A token with a strong foundation that is built on solid tokenomics. It redefines standards and it introduces a new era of financial inclusion for women. Survivor champions the empowerment of women in the blockchain industry to bridge the gender gap in the crypto industry. Because, to be honest, crypto was only seen as or stereotyped as an industry that is male dominated, but now we don't have to go by that notion anymore, because we now have Survivor. And just like you've heard from King George, when you empower your woman, you empower the whole family. Because have you ever had a woman leaving their families to go hungry, you know? So it is very vital that we also support the queens as much as you are making your own investment. So thank you for that elaboration, King George. I'm going to give it back to Queen Debbie to move to the next
Thank
segment.
you so much, Queen Fao. Thank you so much, King George, for that word of empowerment to our queens. You know, I really like it when you say, even, you know, in a home as kings, we should empower our women, because truly speaking, women hold a very, very big role when it comes to community, when it comes to the families. You know, they are the ones who run around. Sometimes, you know, I think as kings, we are all kings. They are always busy looking for money to bring back home, and the people who are always busy with with the kids, looking after the family, are the queens. So if they are more empowered, they can do more. They can help even our kings. They are busy working, trying to bring money into the family. And at the end of the day, she is powered. She can even stretch to where our kids cannot stretch. So I think that's a very, very important aspect of all what you said about empowerment. You know, it's really good. Thank you so much for that. I'm going to our beautiful queen, Dr. Lillian. I'm going to ask you a question, Dr. Lillian. The opportunities most people are sleeping on, especially when it comes to this blockchain. What do you think? What are those opportunities that are sleeping on? People are mostly sleeping on opportunities when it comes to blockchain. Which one do you think they must take action as soon as possible? Oh, yeah. In general, when it comes to opportunities in crypto, which one do you think they must not sleep on?
There are so many opportunities in the crypto world, but like I said, and I don't want to talk about something I wouldn't be able to bring evidence or prove why I say this. I will say that the ecosystem of Bullrun is the best ecosystem so far. And like I mentioned last time, when an ecosystem addresses liquidity, addresses education like we are doing now, addresses security and social networking, I don't see how that ecosystem can go wrong. Because he has already brought the issues there. The only way it can go wrong is the borders in our heart. We blame the Westerns for coming to Africa and creating borders. But the greatest borders in Africa is in our hearts.
Yeah.
When Sister Val is dealing with Sister Grace, I'm just giving an example, in Botswana, she will say, oh no, I don't have to give her much. She's a Botswana, I'm Kenyan. And when Sister Lillian is dealing with Sister Debbie, will say, no, I can give her small information, but she's Zimbabwean. She's not my own. Forgetting that if I get rich and educate Debbie properly about this ecosystem, then Zimbabwe gets rich. I don't have to worry about Zimbabweans crossing over to Botswana to steal. Sister Val is also forgetting that if I educate Sister Grace to get, I know that the Botswanas will always be grateful that Kenya has invested something in us which has improved us. Also, Botswana is growing. We are also growing. If we as Africans, we can remove the borders within our hearts and remember one thing, that we are one. Our color is one. Majority of our food is almost the same. And we start working one without creating the borders and start educating our people with one love. That is the only way we can succeed. A South African songwriter and musician, the reggae guy, once sang the song One Love. He was not talking of South Africans, about South Africans. He was talking about all of us, Africa. This is the time for us as Africans to unite and be one and teach our people about this eco-Bullrun system so that we can manage to all rise from ashes to riches, from rags to riches, from poverty to wealth.
Yeah.
We can only do that if we do it together as one. We can only do it, we can only achieve the required goals if we let people fly freely, knowing that we all have different kinds of marketing. I was telling someone yesterday that my script which I write to market or to bring people to understand about this ecosystem, the people I'm talking to, they will understand my language, but would your people understand my script? No. Write your own script. And the best thing for me to do as Dr. Lillian, if I told you about the ecosystem, when you write your own script to educate people, let me not interfere. I should give you the room to fly free. While I'm also letting others, if we have several, let's just say hundreds of us flying freely, talking outside, bringing people in, this bull run will be the biggest for Africa. Let's not monopolize it. Let's not keep it to our own family alone. Let's not hide the knowledge to other people. And let's also not over-control people. Let's let them know that they are free. Go and teach your auntie, go and teach your niece, and tell your niece that what I've taught you, also you go ahead, teach others. The knowledge I'm teaching you, just like when our Lord Jesus Christ says, he said, whatever I've taught you here, go all over the world, teach them. We should also do the same thing for our people. This is the greatest bull run which is going to change many people's life. You hear Brother George says that Mother Awino bought with $4,000. He came with 20 million. Let me tell you something. I'm not trying to belittle what Mother Awino got, and I'm not trying to insult her. But this bull run will make that whatever that 4,000 produce be nothing. With this bull run, that 4,000 might be able to produce 400 million, not 20 million.
Wow.
I'll still say this coming bull run is the king of kings. Bull run markets. Do your people a favor. Talk to them. And if you say, oh, my sister, I've already bought my coins, I'm ready. No, keep on loading. Your bag is not enough. If you say, oh, I already have 5,000 bags, as is not enough. I have 5 billion bags, it's not enough. I have 50 trillion bags, I say it's not enough. We see BlackRock is buying over 5.2 billion at once. And just because you bought with $100,000, you think that's enough? Just because your wallet is telling you that before the bull run starts, you have 84 million, you think that's enough? No. Then if you are like that, you don't have a big dream. Dream bigger. Because in Africa, we have a lot to resolve. I don't care whether you live overseas. Africa will always be your home. When you load more and you get money, you stand a chance of going back to your country, help with the development and the security of your country, so that your children and your grandchildren and your generations to come, they can run freely in the streets. They can enjoy what we enjoyed when we grew up. When we grew up, we can play in the streets even at night, especially when the moon is up. We'll be running there naked playing touch without the fear of anyone or any man lasting at us as if we are women. Because everybody by then was a police officer. There was no man who sees a 5-year-old running naked in the street who started envying and thinking that that's a woman. No. They knew we were children and we need to play. And we can recreate that world for our children to come and our generations to come. And only we make enough money and go back and have a saying in our country, have a saying in our government, have a saying in our villages, have a saying in our cities. And not just opening mouth because you have the money, trying to see what I can do to improve the lives of my neighborhood. What can I do to improve the life of my village? What can I do to improve the life of the city? What can I do to improve the roads? What can I do to help the government? We have a lot to do. And that is with the best ecosystem I know, which is the Bull Run, which you can buy if you have. She said you have about 2,000 coins. Those 2,000 coins, if it comes to $1,000, do you know that as it keeps on growing, he'll be just generating the interest, living with the interest. Some people were able to buy when it was reasonable to buy the boosters, but even without the booster, you can still get 75%. So if you have 100,000, you know without fail every month you'll be getting 75,000. And mind you, many people will be coming back, reinvesting, rebuying the Bull Run because they are getting so much money that they can't use it out. And some not only that, they'll be reinvesting those 75,000 because they want to earn more in next month. And as it happens, it means that shooting up to the moon. This is the to buy. Do yourself a favor. Raise the money. It's growing now, but still I want to believe that with $100 you can get in a couple of bull runs and you can manage to also say that I'm also expecting something. My message is that it's not too late. You still have time. Thank you.
Thank you.
Wow, thank you so much, Lillian. That was so powerful. I really love the way you say it. We need to look beyond our borders. We are just the same. We are one. At the end of the day, when I empower Queen Val, I've empowered the whole Kenyan. If I empower King Joy, I have also empowered the whole world, because the whole world will be a better place for us to be. There's no one who's going to go to Botswana stealing, doing other things that are unnecessary, because we all now are empowered. Now we can go beyond our communities trying to empower others also. So that was so powerful. I really like the way you have said it. So maybe I'll go to our king. Our king, Lillian touched an amazing topic, and I really wanted to. I also want to ask you a question because of what he said. He said this bull cycle that is coming is going to be big, going to be none like any other bull run that is coming. Why is it like that? Why do you think it's gonna be so big than any other bull run that is gonna come or that was before? So can you tell me why could it be like that?
Thank you, Queen David. I'll start by saying that, by echoing Dr. Lillian, that the 2025 bull run cycle is going to be one of its own kind. And why do we say that it's going to be one of its own kind? Number one, there is huge institutional adoption. Do you know when we talk about institutional adoption, do you know what we mean? If you want to know that whatever buys that happens, even right now, if somebody, if whales invade the crypto environment right now, let's say tomorrow is bull run and they invade the crypto environment, you go to sleep today, when you wake up tomorrow, somebody has bought, the bots are almost 100,000. That will shoot the value of your token to the ceiling. So when you are talking about this ecosystem, I mean this bull run taking us into places and enabling us to earn a generational wealth, it is not a joke, it is a reality. Because the institutions are coming in, and they're coming in when we are already up. So whatever they are buying down here is going to push us up. You understand what I mean?
Yes.
That is what we mean by generational wealth that is awaiting us. Institutions are in. Number two, regulations have been put in place. Laws have been put in place to guide cryptocurrency. So those who are coming into crypto, especially developers with the aim of rug pulling and scamming us, scamming investors, their days are numbered now because regulations have been put in place to put a check on that. Why I'm also saying that is most of the recent technical upgrades, especially in the Ethereum blockchain, has opened up a lot of avenues for investors to thrive, especially those investors who are buying, or developers who are pitching on Ethereum blockchain. It is like a new internet, and it's going to it is going to attract institutional investors, which in turn is going to impact positively on our investment, because our tokens are actually invested on the blockchain, on Ethereum blockchain. So all these have helped. All these conditions that I've talked about have helped to create confidence in the potential crypto investors. So let us take advantage. The issue does not arise anymore that, oh, I fear uncertainties in crypto or insecurity or safety. That does not arise. Go into crypto, and specifically Bullrun, which we know its tokenomics as very stable, deflationary, with enough liquidity to support both traders and investors. That is the kind of environment that we want to invest in, and it's provided by none other than Bullrun. Now, what opportunities again that could be missed? I just want to also echo and support Dr. Lillian that opportunities that we could be missing are buying tokens right now when their values are low.
True.
Because if we miss that point, if we miss that opportunity, and the whale and the institutions come in, forget about joining Bullrun, because you will not afford. Just for example, Bitcoin. Bitcoin was introduced when around 2008,
Yeah.
when the value was lower than the value of Survivor and Killer Whale right now. How many of us can afford even half the value of a Bitcoin? And that is where we are heading to. So the train is leaving, or the plane has taken off, is almost taking off. If you don't board, forget about crypto, because it's going to be for the few who saw this and took action early enough. Now, being part of the changing digital monetary system, which is more efficient, independent, and reliable. That is what we are most likely going to lose out of. Being part of a new digital, monetary system that is being created right now, and which is very efficient, and which is independent, because you don't need to go out to the bank and ask for loans there. You will be managing your investments at the comfort of your sitting room or your house through your mobile phone. Who wants to miss that opportunity? Really, nobody. So I'll once again ask: are we ready for the bull run? I'm asking our community and those who are still watching us partake in this generational wealth creation. Are you ready for the bull run? How do we get ready? Take advantage of the low prices right now.
True.
Pack your bags and get ready. Bull run, I want to liken bull run to a farm. We have been given a farm by the developers. Very fertile, thousands of acres. And you have been told you can plant in whatever acreage that it is your own ability. Why should you choose to plant in half an acre when you can plant in 1,000 acres? It is free. It has been given for us for free.
Yeah. True.
So our returns will depend on our input. The more you plant, the more you reap. So the challenge is to us as Bull Run community, and also to those who are still on the sideline looking through the window inside. Thank you.
Wow, thank you so much, King George. I really like the way you explained about the land. That's how we need to prepare for this coming bull run. I like it because I think that's a beautiful example of what we should be doing. It's up to us. You have given in the land. It's up to us to farm, to plant according to what you want. So yeah, thank you so much. That was so powerful. Thank you very much. As you also said, to our community, those who are watching us right now, you the question: are you ready? For men, in the comment section. Tell us how ready you are.
Yeah.
Just type in the comment section. Tell us, are you ready for this coming bull run? So I'll give it back to our beautiful Queen Val. You can take it over from me.
Thank you so much, Queen Debbie, and to our beautiful guests. We really appreciate your insights. It's so amazing when people get to hear what we normally say, what King Steve normally says, what Queen Mother says from other people. Now they know that okay, this thing it's really serious. And when King George mentioned that a time is going to come whereby crypto is going to be for the chosen few. He reminded me of a statement that King Steve uses, almost all the time whenever he's on the sessions. And he normally says that, when the time comes that everybody speaks about crypto, your favorite Baba, your taxi driver, then it will now be it. Because you see, right now we are still very, very early in the crypto industry. And just like the internet, when the internet came, people are being told to join, and they were like, I don't know how to use a smartphone. Now me, I don't know those things. Those are only things for the .com kids. But then at this point they are forced to onboard, because there is no other way. They're forced to onboard. So if we are not careful, then that is what will happen with the crypto. Because you see, when that time comes, now that the financial institutions, they're now getting in. Now a time will come whereby now the financial institutions, they're the ones who will be selling you this digital currencies, and you will be forced to buy, because there will be no any other option. So why don't you take an opportunity of this time, and then and on board, and so you can also be the ones to benefit from the people who will come late. Because you see, people like the internet guys, the people who took advantage of internet, then they're now using us, because when you're using your favorite phone, your Apple, your Samsung, it was somebody else's idea back then. If now we are now using Facebook, that was somebody took chance back then. So why don't you be that person today? So thank you so much, King George, for telling. And you said it so well. We have been given a very big acre, so why plant on half an acre? Why do you want to grab a half an acre if you can grab 1,000 acres? I mean, why? So let us grab as much as so right now it's a very good opportunity to onboard. So Dr. Lillian, I want to ask you this. uh, what is the type of mindset and strategies to maximize gains during this bull cycle? Because you see, people, that people just buy crypto and they want to sell. So what is the kind of mindset, what are some of the strategies that you can use to, or rather we can use to maximize gains during this coming bull cycle? You said that it's going to be the king of kings, of the bull cycle. So what is the type of mindset and the type of strategies that we can use to maximize gains?
So far, there are only two strategies I know best that they work. One is to keep filling your bags. In your life, feel as much as you can, and two, hold. Even the day you wake up in the morning, you realize that the bull run kicked up at night. Don't rush to cash in. Hold. Because once the safe open, the blockchain safe open, it's not just going to pour all at once. You wake up and realize that, oh my God, I had $1,000 portfolio, now it's at 100,000. If you rush to cash out, you are going to lose a lot. But if you hold, the following morning you wake up, you realize that, oh my God, that 100,000 is already 10 million. You continue holding. You might end up even catching 100 million, but if you are rushing, you are going to lose a lot. Hold and pay attention to Brother Steve, our King Steve developers teachings. Follow him. You are fortunate to be here. He's not going to throw us away because the bull run has started. I know the way he operates. He wants the best for us. During that time, he will be on X every day to tell us when now we can start cashing. He will be continuously telling us, hold. If you don't know something, people, the best thing you can do for yourself is to acknowledge that in this field, I'm not a professional, so I'm going to follow the one who knows best. Follow the lead of what our developer is here at. The reason I'm saying we should follow him, I'm not trying to lift him up as if he's God. No, don't misunderstand me. He has led people in the last bull run, those who were with him in the last bull run of 2021, and they listened to him, they all became millionaires. In this one also, he's not only educating us about the ecosystem, bull run ecosystem, he's educating us on all the history of the world of the monetary system from the 1990 up to now. He's showing us step by step what is going on and what is going to happen. He's educating us about the creation of the blockchain and the development going on in the blockchain and the future of the blockchain. Educating us about the creation of the bull run ecosystem, the development of the bull run ecosystem, and the future of the bull run ecosystem. So all what I'm saying is that hold, keep on feeling, and lastly, listen to the educate. You can miss any other education, but don't miss going into the X to listen to our King Steve when he's teaching us about what is happening in the world and what to expect. Because the more you listen to him, he teaches us even about, we now know how to judge a coin. We now know, even if we don't buy, we are not buying from the ecosystem, the bull run ecosystem, we know now what to look for if we are buying a coin. And this is the thing. All this education I'm talking about is for free of charge. You don't even have to pay $1 or $1 or $1 No, you just get this education for free. So educate yourself, fill your bags, and hold until the right moment. Don't be in a rush. Be patient. Thank you, Kimba.
Wow. Those are mind blowing. You know, she only spoke few words, but they were so powerful. She said that the very first one is you should, accumulate right now when it's still very low, And the second one is hold. Because as much as you accumulate right now, and you don't hold, there is nothing you're going to get, so you should really hold. I mean, people are so busy because they want to, it's still stuck in their mindset that it's just buying and selling, and we're getting away from that because we know that if crypto is the future, then you don't have to get coins only to dispose them in 3 months, in 4 months. I mean, then why did you even get into the industry in the first place? So thank you so much, Dr. Lilian, for giving us those are like it's like you've given us the secret, to make it big. So King George, do you have anything to add on that, on what Dr. Lilian has said, maybe before we go to the next one?
Maybe to add is just to caution our community members that yes, a bull run is around the corner. Start thinking big, start planning, because if you fail to plan about how you're going to use your money, then you are planning to fail.
Yeah.
So start nurturing ideas how you are going to use this money. Don't spend the money carelessly. That's my advice. We have really struggled to reach where we are, and you know what conditions, what situations we are going through, especially in Africa. You know how difficult life is here. We don't want to sit back and expect the government to do miracles for us. Since independence, we are still where we are. I'll give you an example. Kenya was more developed than Japan when we got independence in 1963. Where is Japan right now? So my challenge is we can take up the mantle, use economic empowerment that we're going to get from Bullrun, organize ourselves, and let us succeed from this empowerment. We can come together as a community of bull runners from one area and do things, do huge things. So that is my advice. That's what I can add. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, King George. It's always good to have plans, because you see, if you if you don't prepare yourself or plan, you're going to get a lot of money. Then now you don't even know. You ever heard of those people who make it big, who win lotteries, but then they still end up in the streets? You know, you don't want to be that kind of a person, especially after this largest bull cycle coming. So King George, if I can ask you, you know, what is it that you can tell those who are hearing the Bullrun.life ecosystem for the very first time? Somebody who has tuned in today, or rather who will watch later on, and they are hearing about Bullrun.life ecosystem for the first time. What can you tell them?
I'll be very short and clear to the point. Number one, crypto and Bullrun especially is for real. It is not a joke. And the time to invest is here. We are no longer talking about the future. The future is here. The future is with us. Take advantage of the bear situation. The bear situation. Buy low before we take off. You are going to benefit. That's all I can say.
Thank you,
Can
King
I add
George.
something to that, Queen Val?
Absolutely, my queen. Go ahead.
There's one thing I want to say about Bullrun ecosystem. Bullrun ecosystem has 3 coins. That's the BRL coin, which is I will say that is the mother of the coins. The one you can buy and stake and earn from interest for life. That one I'll say is investment for life. And then it has a coin called Killer Whale. Killer Whale is still affordable. I think it has 4 zeros now. You can still come with $25 and get close to 1 million. And we have another one called Survivor. Survivor also is still affordable. With $25, you might probably even get up to 1 million. But the beautiful part of these coins is that these coins are under the network of Ethereum. They are paired with Ethereum. And the Ethereum is the really king of the coins at the moment. And all the companies, the banks, and the governments are investing on Ethereum. As Ethereum shoots up, these coins will automatically also shoot up because they are under the same network. They are paired with Ethereum. So do yourself a favor. Purchase these coins. If you can't afford BRL, buy Killer Whale or buy Survivor. Thank you.
Wow.
Thank you.
That was so amazing. That is so amazing. So thank you so much, Dr. Lillian. Just like Dr. Lillian has said, our ecosystem is built on the Ethereum network, and actually 2 of our coins are paired with Ethereum. That's Killer Whale and Survivor. Bullrun is paired with the USDC. So it is so amazing, because you know what is happening right now with Ethereum, and you know what the technologies behind it. So it's really a good time. It's really a good time to invest. So thank you so much, Dr. Lilian, for that. If maybe Queen Debbie, you want to say something on that? You can go
Okay.
ahead.
Yeah, I just want to add not too much, but everything has been said. All of our 3 tokens here, they are all under Ethereum network, and this is already an advantage. Why? Because already we are going to take advantage of the liquidity that is going to come on Ethereum network, and also we also have a way of retaining liquidity by every buy, by every sell. So which means we are going to have our ecosystem was built in such a way that there is a way that we take advantage of the liquidity that is going to come. You know, it's not just coming on the token only, but we are going to store it also, because we have a way of retaining liquidity. So that is going to be one of the major things that you would love to look on any ecosystem. If your ecosystem does not have a way of storing liquidity that is going to come on the market, or the money that is going to come on this market, which means it's not going to help you, because at the end of the day, I will say, if I don't withdraw when Val withdraw, before Val withdraw, you know, I'll be just waiting for, not waiting for somebody to withdraw before me, because we end up looking for a person that is going to bring liquidity. But in a way, this is how our tokens are built. But in our own tokens, we are not waiting for who's going to withdraw first before me and all that. We don't care, because we are going to take advantage of the liquidity rush that is going to come in this industry. After it comes, there is a way in our ecosystem where they are going to be stored, the way we are going to retain that liquidity into our liquidity pool. So this is going to be a major a point that you need to take care, because we are going to have a lot of liquidity. We are not going to step in each other's toes so that we can withdraw. No, we are going to have a lot of money in our liquidity pool, because we have in a way of retaining that liquidity rush that is going to come. So that is what I wanted to add on what our king and our Dr. Lillian has said. So that's all I wanted to add, my.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Queen Debbie. Thank you so much. So at this point, I see we have a lot of comments streaming in. People who are watching in live, they have written a lot of beautiful comments here. And before we can read the comments, I'm just going to give it to Queen Debbie to go ahead and maybe talk on the last segment. Yeah. So Queen Debbie, just go ahead, and then I'll take on the comments after you, my queen.
Okay, my queen. So I think I'm gonna ask Queen Lillian our last part, because if we are just rounding up. Queen Lillian, what would you tell somebody who just wants to position themselves for the first time, who thinks maybe it's too late, is there hearing us right now? What could you tell that person? You might think it's already late. What would you tell them, those who want to position themselves right now, those who are thinking it's too late?
Okay, I will tell you that it's not too late. Like I said that before, even the plane, before the plane takes off, it will keep on crawling on the ground for quite some time, warming up. Before you start running, when you go to the race, when you're about to take off, we all go on our knees. They say, get set. We all kneel down. And from there we shoot. This same BRL coin, A month ago, it was around, or 2 months ago, it was around $5. Now it's at $2 something. You came at the right time. The market goes down before it shoots up. Even if you have $200, you can do yourself a favor. You can take 150 purchase BRL, because that one, I want you to have more of it, since it's going to continue to generate more income for you. Take $25, buy Killer Whale, take another $25, buy Survivor. That way you know that once the Killer Whale or Survivor reach $1, if you have 1,200,000 coins of Survivor, once it reach $1, you already have $1,200,000. And once you reach your Killer Whale, also does the same thing. And you don't have to even sell all of them. All of us, we know in Africa that if you get 200,000 and you change it to your country, even in Botswana, you will come up with at least 3 million, which you can buy a very decent home. And leave some to continue growing with the bull run for you, so that we can invest. This is the right time. Don't give up. And even us who are overseas, you will not believe it. Sometimes I buy these coins for $4. If I realize I'm remaining with a change of $4, I run and I buy. Because I know I may be taking that $4 to buy Survivor, and it gives me only maybe 400,000 coins. But guess what? It gives me 200,000 coins, sometimes 125,000 coins. But when it reaches $1, that is $125,000. When it reaches $1, that is $400,000. And I will look back and say, look what my $4 has done for me. Don't let the little bit, bank account or in your pocket discourage you. And don't look at how much so and so is investing. Concentrate in what you can afford at this time. Don't make it a competition where you say, oh, because so and so bought with $500, me, I only have $50. So what am I going to do? $50 is enough for you. And Rome was not built in one day. This is the time for you to start collecting. Who knows? By the end of this weekend, you might come across $20 again and you put more. By next week, you might get another $10 and you put more. Before you know it, you're already having the coins valuing more than $500, yet you started with only $200 and you kept on increasing and increasing. Within a month, your coins are already more than $500. Be ready for this big occasion.
Yeah.
Ready for the party, the biggest party in the world. Be a celebrator in it. Don't be an observer. I will still mention that about a month ago, they were analyzing the percentage of the people in the crypto field. Only 1% of the world, which means no matter how much we are talking about it, many people are still laid back. And it reminds me of the word of God where it says, many are called, but few are chosen. So all these people have heard about crypto. Some they say it's scammers. Some they say, oh, these pyramids. Some say, oh no, I'm okay with the old system. You'll remain with the old system when the world is moving forward. And you'll realize that you are left way, way behind. And by the time you try coming, running to join, you'll find that even if you have $5 million in the bank account and you try to come and join, you will not make any money. And you will just be one of the fish in the ocean. The time is now. Thank you, Queens, and thank you, King George, for coming to join us on this talk. It's nice to have a king and people to hear from the king side and from the queen side. And also thank you, Queen Val, thank you, Queen Debbie, for having me here again. But most importantly, Thank you to the listeners who created time to just come and listen. Some of you already know about BRL. Some of you already have enough coins. But because you know that knowledge is power, you still come to increase your knowledge. But I will say one thing, that power without action is useless. And lastly, I would like to thank King Stephen, the developer, who developed this beautiful ecosystem and who gave us an opportunity to become part of it. And thank you, Queen Mother, for leading the women's empowerment and giving us an opportunity to operate on it freely. Because most of the time, the reason we can't produce properly is when people feel they are being controlled, people feel they are being monitored, then they feel stagnant. But when you feel free to do what you are doing and you feel like you are also a part, you are not a follower, that makes you give your best. And thank you for giving us the opportunity to do our best. But lastly, I would like to thank my fellow Botswanas. I know you are all here to come and support us. And mostly you are here to learn from me. I'm not the best, but you still believe in me. Thank you for your support. And I want to say I love you more than the words can express itself. And let's keep spreading this, especially in Botswanas. Go all over Botswana. Let's bring peace. Let's bring financial freedom to our country. And Debbie, you are our neighbor. Do your job in Zimbabwe, girl. We don't want your people coming to beg for us because you didn't campaign enough. I love you all.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Wow.
Lillian, for that. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. That was so powerful. I'll do my best, my queen. I'll do my best.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'll bring it back to Queen now. Yeah. Maybe you can go through our comments.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Dr. Lillian, for such a wonderful session. I think maybe King George is having troubles with his network, but I want to thank you for agreeing to come also today and inspire our community and everybody else who is watching us today. So I'm just going to go through the comments real quick. I see our community and people who are watching here, they have really left us comments here. So I'm going to start with none other than our developers, King Steve. King Steve is our developer, for those who don't know, and he's saying, "Happy Saturday, Bullrun community. Today is another fully packed YouTube session with Queen Dr. Lilian and King George, hosted by our amazing Queens Debbie and Val. Let's all be sure to like, comment, and share." Thank you so much, King Steve, for always supporting us.
Mm.
Yes, and again later on today, as usual, we have a live session with King Steve. So let us tune in. After this session, immediately we are going to post the link. So thank you so much, King Steve, for always supporting us, and thank you for the tireless work, the effort you put into the community, and also the content that you share with us every day, informing us, educating us, and enlightening us about the entire crypto industry. We really appreciate you, sir. Thank you so much. Queen Salome is saying, "Ready for this powerful session." Thank you so much, Queen Salome. I hope it was all that you expected and more. Queen Kosi is saying, "Happy Saturday, Bullrun community. Looking to an amazing session with King George and Queen Dr. Lillian." Thank you so much, Queen Kosi. We hope that it was what you expected. Queen Goleba is saying, "Welcome, Queens and Kings, waiting to learn and be inspired." Thank you so much, Queen Goleba. We hope that you are really inspired by this. Queen Basi is saying, "Keep shining on, my queens and kings." Thank you so much, Queen Basi. Keep shining too. Queen Jenny is saying, "Wonderful queens and kings and King George, ready to be informed and inspired. Be blessed for giving out your time." Thank you too, and be blessed too for always tuning in, my queen. Aaron K is saying, "Great session, queens and kings." Thank you so much, Aaron K. We really appreciate you. And he says, "Crypto Queen Collector." That's to Dr. Lillian. She's a crypto collector. Queen Mary Lisego is saying, "Watching from Botswana, awesome." Thank you so much for tuning in, Queen Lisego. G is saying watching from Benin Republic. Wow, thank you so much, G.
Ooh,
Benin Republic in the house. Uh, Thank you
Mhm.
so much for tuning in, Benin. Emmanuel Kajetan is saying watching from Benin Republic. Thank you so much, King
go
Emmanuel.
Benin.
And we know that you're going to now bring the Benin kings and
Yeah.
queens
Public.
now. We have seen the Benin Republic represented in the house. Thank you so much, Benin,
Mm.
for tuning in. Uh, okay, from Mother Gift. Okay.
Oh, yes.
Did I miss the Jason Weed is saying, did I miss the Buran? When did it start? Nobody knows when the Buran start. You know, we are just here to prepare one another, to enlighten one another, to educate one another, to inspire one another. Because if it starts, it's going to be so mind blowing, and we not want you to miss these sessions. You know, so
We are preparing ourselves for the start.
yes, yes. Thank you so much, Dr. Lillian. Gift Mike Ofegbu, thanking Dr. Lillian Black for making me develop interest on crypto again. Thank you so much,
Thank you,
Gift.
Reverend. Thank you, Reverend Gift Mike. Oh my God. Thank you, Reverend Michael Fogu. This is my spiritual father all the way from Nigeria. Oh, thank you, sir, for coming. Thank you so, so much.
Nigeria in the house. Thank you so much,
Yes.
sir. Yes, we're so glad to see you here. Thank you so much. Thank you for tuning in, Gift Mike. Uh, Kesete Kolobi is saying, wonderful queen. Thank you so much,
Thank you.
Kesete. Yeah. Queen Mother Caroline is saying, this is absolutely inspiring. Now is the time to invest. Knowledge is power when you put action behind it. Thank you, Queen Val, Queen Debbie, Queen Dr. Lillian, and King George. Great job. Thank you so much, Queen Mother Caroline, for tuning in. And thank you for your wonderful comment. We really appreciate you, Queen Mother. G is saying, anytime I talk to people, I learn something new by Dr. Lillian Black. Thank you so much, G. And thank you, Dr. Lillian, for inviting King G here. Queen Flourish is saying, wow, that was nice from Dr. Lily. Thank you so much, Queen Flourish, and thank you, Dr. Yes.
Nigeria in the house.
Nigeria in the house. Thank you,
I have
Nigeria.
now seen more than 5 from Nigeria and about 3 from Benin Republic. Thank you for coming in.
Wow, thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you so much. Queen Goleba is saying 100% welcome ecosystem. Absolutely, absolutely. To all our new members, so those who tuned in for the very first time, please feel free and welcome to our ecosystem, Bullrun.life ecosystem, where an ecosystem that works for you and not against you. Thank you so much. G is saying go with product and leave the owners, because sometimes the owners is busy growing more networks and chain of wealth while you are there complaining. Just like what Queen Dr. Lillian said, you know, sometimes you have to go with the product, and because right now we are looking at fundamentals, and that is what we are following, right? So thank you so much, G. Queen Mother Awino is here in the house. She's saying, greetings to all my awesome Buran queens and kings. We are here once again to be educated and informed. Thank you so much, Queen Mother, for always supporting us. Queen Mother is the co-founder of the Bullrun.life ecosystem. Thank you, ma'am, for always supporting us and for tuning in. We really appreciate your presence, really motivates us here. Thank you so much. Update Farm is saying cryptocurrency is the future. It's better to join the train. Absolutely, absolutely. You said it well. Thank you so much. Queen Bab Sawari is saying, greetings community. Welcome King George alongside our beautiful queens. Wow, the temperature is now getting high, community. Let's position ourselves well. Thank you to our developers for this amazing ecosystem. Absolutely, Queen Bab, you said it well. Thank you so much for tuning in. Queen Bab, oh, she said ecosystem, yes. And Queen Mother here again, she's saying, we are privileged to tune in and listen to our dearest queens, Dr. Lillian Black, Debbie, Val, and King George. Thank you for your tireless efforts to enlighten the community. Thank you to Queen Mother for always supporting us. We really appreciate you, ma'am. Queen Flourish is saying, thank you so much, Queen Lily, for that wonderful explanation. You have really convinced me to fall in love with the crypto business. Job well done, Dr. Lillian. Job well done. Malibogo Olivia is saying, thank you so much. I was blank. Now I'm getting there. Saying bye to poverty. Absolutely. This is the only way, because you know what? Crypto, you don't even need qualifications to start. You only need a smartphone and internet and the money you want to, because of course, how you're going to get money, you have to invest. So those are the only things you need. So you don't need to have a degree here, there. It's just you only need to have that, the curiosity or the willingness to learn. Thank you so much, Malibogo. King Abdullah is saying, warm greetings to you all. What an interesting topic out there. Thank you so much, King Abdullah. Update Farm is saying, God really bless who is going to join this upcoming bull run. God bless you too, Update Farm. RNK is saying, thank you, King George. Wow. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, RNK. Queen Flourish is saying, Dr. Lily, you are truly a mighty blessing for opening our eyes. We can now say bye to poverty. Absolutely, absolutely. Queen Patricia is saying, "Wow, thank you for the re-inspiring session. We will top up our bags, ready to go." Yes, yes, yes. If you can do it while you still can. Queen Mother Caroline says, don't let this opportunity pass you by. Make a decision today and make a difference not only in your life but your family. Time is of essence. Hashtag Bullrun. Absolutely, Queen Mother. This is the only way. We have an amazing opportunity to change the entire life of the life of your entire family. So we are really hoping on it. Thank you so much, Queen Mother. Queen G is saying an empowered wife is an investment to the family. Absolutely. That is, if there's anything you're getting out of here with, if there's anything you're coming out of here with, kings, this is to the kings. An empowered wife is an investment to the family. Thank you so much, G. Yes. And it says ecosystem is for the future. I think I wanted to say Buran ecosystem is for the future. Thank you so much, G. Update Farm says poverty is a huge setbacks. Break free today. Absolutely. 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 G says money stops nonsense. It is very true. It's very true. It's very true. And he says when everyone in your community is there, when everyone in your community, there will be no more. I think you wanted to say when everyone is rich in your community, there will be no more witchcrafts attack, and we will praise God then. Yeah. True. Because everybody has money. When you have money, you really can't indulge
There's no
in.
more spirit of jealousy.
Yeah, there's the spirit of jealousy. So that is very true. Yeah, when everyone in your community have wealth, there won't be witchcraft attacks anymore. True, 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 true. Tiny Mbulawa is saying, watching from Botswana Power Pack session. Thank you so much, Tiny, for tuning in. And these are answers to Queen Debbie's question. Are you ready for the bull run? The Upright Family is saying, fully ready for this bull run. Queen Mother is saying, I'm very ready. Let's go, family. Let's go. Let's go. Queen Barb is saying, I'm ready. I'm ready. Tiny saying, I am 100% ready, King George. We are all ready. We are all ready. Queen Goleba is saying, liquidity that is going to be injected in the Ethereum is of no limit as more institutions like banks, pension farms, government, etc. are investing on Ethereum. Blessed Buranas, our ecosystem is number one. Absolutely. Absolutely. Queen Goleba, you said it so well. Well said, Queen Lillian. That is Queen Barb saying, thank you so much, King George, for that wonderful explanation, says Queen Flourish. Thank you so much. Queen Emily is saying, wow, thank you for the encouragement, Queen Lillian and King George. Queen Val and Debbie, thank you too for tuning in, Queen Emily. Queen Goleba is saying, students of history, we are on fire. Big up, we are breaking up history. That thanks to our mentors, developers, King Steve and Queen Mam. Are we not proud of you? We are proud of you too, Queen Goleba. Queen Esther is saying, this is so encouraging, chats from our queens and King George. Thank you so much, Queen Esther, and your presence here is also encourages us. Shinoga is saying, very inspiring session. I'm more than encouraged to fill up my bags no matter how little money I have. Thank you, Queens and King George, for dedicating your time to educate us. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for all your comments. And we really appreciate you for tuning in. It was such an amazing session with our beautiful guests. We had Dr. Lillian today, and we also had King George. So thank you so much for tuning in today, and we really appreciate you, Dr. Lillian, for creating time and being here, and also King George in his absence. We really want to thank you for coming on to this session to enlighten us, to inspire us, and also new people who will be watching. And to my amazing Queen Debbie, thank you so much for always doing these sessions together. It's such an amazing time, and I can't wait to see what the future has for not only us but our entire community and those who have joined us mainly through these sessions. And also, like we normally say, these sessions are purely for education purposes, and we are here to only inspire one another and to empower one another. And we are not here to give financial advices whatsoever. So before you go ahead and buy your Bullrun Survival Killer Whale, be sure to do your own due diligence, do your own research, and make your personal decisions. The things we have said here are purely out, or our opinions, our personal opinions, and we do not act on on anybody or whatsoever. So do your due diligence, do your own research before you make any decision. Be sure to know what you're doing. So I'm going to leave it to Queen Debbie to sign us off. Thank you so much.
Wow, thank you so much, Queen Val. I also want to thank our beautiful Dr. Lillian. That was an amazing, amazing sessions. We need more of these sessions because look at the house was full. The house was truly full. I just want to thank our viewers, those who are watching us right now. I want to thank you all for coming, for participating, for supporting our king and our queen. That was so amazing. I realized that my queen here had a special guest. He's a spiritual father. We want to honor you, sir. Thank you so much for coming to support your child. It's really good. We honor you so much, all of you queens and kings who have been with us since we started. So we just want to thank you. As our queen has said, this information that we're giving you, they are not financial advice. You can go and seek your own, do your own due diligence, so that you can come in this ecosystem, or you can come into this industry with all that you have already said on your own. We are just giving you what we have learned, what we have understood, to inspire you, to educate you, to just give you empowerment. So then the rest is up to you. Go and do your own due diligence. So we want to thank you all as we are signing off. Reminding all of you that we have a session that is coming in, I think, in 2 hours' time. We are going to drop the links. Even Lillian will share with you. Those who are communicating with our queen will share with you. So please don't miss that. Those who don't have our links to our community, you can also get in touch with us or Queen Lillian. We want to thank you so much for these beautiful sessions, and stay tuned for another one that's going to come. I just give it back to our queen. We also want to, before we go, just want to thank our Queen Mother who is in the house. Queen Mother, we love you so much. Thank you for the platform, and our King Steve, not forgetting you, for giving us the platform. We thank you so much for your support. You always support us in these sessions. Thank you very much. So I'll give it back to you, Queen Val. Maybe I don't know if Queen didn't have something to say before we go.
I just want to tell my people who came here to support me that What I did is introduction. Please do yourself a favor. Be ready in 2 hours to come and hear from King Stephen, because then when you listen to what he's going to present and add it to what you hear, you'll be fully packed. You'll be ready to go by yourself. Do yourself a favor. Create time in 2 hours to come and listen to King Stephen. Then you know this Saturday is the Saturday which has changed your life. You will never be the same after this. Thank you so much for coming.
Wow. Thank you. Thank you so much, Dr. Lillian. We appreciate you. And, we really love it when we host different people here. So community, if you are here and you also really want to be part of these interviews, don't feel shy. Just reach out to Queen Debbie or myself, and we'll also invite you so you can also come and share your journey, your insights with the rest of community of the community and all of our listeners and viewers. So see you in 2 hours, and we love you all. Thank you for tuning in. Until next on Wednesday, until Wednesday again, or in 2 hours time. Bye. Thank you.
Bye for now. Bye bye.
Thank you, Dr. Lillian. Thank you, Queen Debbie.
Thank you so much, Kings.